Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It must be time for another Beauty Empties video because my bucket is overflowing. I cannot stuff any more in here, so we are going to check out all of the things I've emptied for the month of November so we can make room for more. I have obviously been using a lot of beauty items. This is just for the last month, right? So anyway, if you want to see everything I've emptied, we're going to do a little speed review and talk about each item and whether I would repurchase or pass next time. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll hop right on in. All right, guys, so welcome. If you're new here, I'm Cher, and we do a lot of beauty boxes on the channel, all right? So I do the spoilers, unboxings, reviews, try-ons on a lot of different ones. It ends up to where I try so much beauty because of all these boxes. And I also like to pick up a lot of other, latest makeup and things like that. And I do reviews here. So I'm constantly doing beauty. So I have a ton of products I've tried throughout the month. I've also been trying to bring you guys a monthly beauty hits and misses video. It's been a struggle to fit that one in too still. So I don't know. It may be that I do more like roundups where we look at a lot of the blush I've tried recently or a lot of the foundation I've tried recently, like kind of do more categories that way or things brand new at Sephora and just kind of bring you guys more reviews because I feel like some things repeat itself, but I definitely want to keep my empties video. So for my OG folks who love my empties, it's staying. This is just part of my routine. So it's like, I can't give it up. Anyway, so let's dig in and see what all I've been using for the month of November. I don't know how many items there are. We're just gonna count it as we go along and I'll put it on the thumbnail. All right, so I'm just gonna grab in the order that they come out in. All right, so the first thing is the Michaela Glam Light lashes here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and consider them emptied. I've worn them a few times. I could probably get a lot more uses out of them, honestly, but I feel like these kind of got a little bent and I just can't seem to get them to like fit on my eyes the right way anymore now that they're kind of bent. I can't get them fixed again. And honestly, they're so crazy full anyway that I don't know, like they just like, I've had to really cut them down. They came a lot longer than this and I had to cut them down because they would just hang off my eyes. And the way that they hug the eyes just isn't quite right for my eye shape. I don't know. I just always feel weird in them. So I'm just going to go ahead and part with them and decide that they are empties. All right, then you guys have been seeing that I have had, some Bath and Body Works hauls lately where I did a huge spree picking up a whole bunch of hand soaps and I love all the seasonal things. So as my family and I empty these seasonal things, I put them in my empties bucket because it's still kind of what I consider fragrance. And I definitely cover fragrance in this category. So what we have emptied, like in the last week, I think, was this Vampire Blood from Bath and Body Works. It was kind of on their spooky season Halloween line. It's been fun, but it's not one of my favorite scents. It's very fruity. It's like, I don't know. I feel like after you wash your hands, you smell like, what was in this one? It's red berries, night blooming jasmine, and petrifying plum. I'm usually a big jasmine person. I love jasmine in my scents, but this one, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't one of my favorites. I think I'm smelling a lot of the plum. So I feel like I wash my hands in plum sauce after I wash this. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So it was okay. It served its purpose during spooky season. It didn't smell spooky though. It just smelled very fruity, very plumish. It smells like a thick plum. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So like I would purchase it again if it's on sale, but only if it's on sale. Okay, and then you guys have seen this before. This is my Epsom salt. I do a lot of Epsom salt baths. There's a lot of benefits of it. I had been doing it as part of my surgery recovery over the summer, and I've kind of gotten addicted to it now. It has this lavender scent. So anyway, I love this. I just keep buying this off of Amazon and it's like $4 or something. And I go through a lot of salt baths. But you'll know that I love my self-care time. If you've been around here, I do a lot of baths. I look so forward to my bath time and I try out all my frou-frou stuff. And so that was just one of the things I enjoy at bath time. All right, and then we have more Bath and Body Works soap. This one was the Champagne Apple and Honey. I felt like for like the fall season, I feel like you need apples. Like apples kind of mark the fall season, right? And this one, I would do this one like year round. It's definitely like, it does smell a little like champagne. I never smelled the apples in it. It's like champagne and honey to me. Like it's just, it's a sweet, but with a little pop in there. So it's a pleasant scent. I do like it. I would repurchase it again. It was nice. I didn't end up feeling like it was as seasonal though as I had originally pictured. Okay, and then you guys know I just talked about this in our Allure Beauty Box spoilers and stuff and how much I have loved this. It is the Eva NYC Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer. I think we got it in the Walmart Beauty Box and love this stuff. Now I will say, so how I've been using it is that I spray it on at night after my shower. I've been kind of using it as like my, almost like a leave-in conditioner, though it's a primer, not a conditioner. And then the next day, if I go to film and I have frizz everywhere, and before I start styling my hair, like I'll go ahead and spritz it too. So because it's 10-in-1, like it says, it kind of does like everything. So it's supposed to detangle, which is what I tend to like leave-in conditioners for and what I use the most in my hair products. But I would not say it's the best at detangling. But it is just so nice and smooth, and like the scent is really pleasant. It's just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. The texture's so nice and like kind of silky. So I love the texture of it. You know, it might help a little with frizz, but I wouldn't say it's the best at fighting frizz. I don't have any in my hair today. You can see how frizzy my hair is. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's the absolute best for like detangling and all that. So I would repurchase again, but I'd probably just have it more as the primer and not as like a detangler. And then, okay, I have had this shampoo in the past. This is from by Terra, what was the name of that? Terra J? Can't remember exactly what name of this is. It TPAH. Yeah, it was by Terra J, I think it was. Serene Queen, and it's a shampoo. You know what? Maybe I got a different version this time. I don't remember it being Serene Queen last time. So basically, I've been gifted the shampoo from the brand a while ago, and I liked it, and it was like a drugstore like option that you could have. I'm really snobby when it comes to my shampoo. I don't usually do like drugstore shampoos and all. I just haven't found a lot that work in my hair well. But this one was an exception, and I did actually like it. So, but I go through a lot of shampoo because I'm somebody who washes every night, and I know that's terrible for your hair, but I just cannot stand not washing my hair. I feel so dirty, and dry shampoos just don't cut it for me either. I'm not a dry shampoo person. I'm a shampoo person. So I go through a lot of shampoo. So I can't always keep up with what I'm gifted. So I do purchase some of my own. And so I was like, well, let me go back and try this one. It was somewhat affordable and I liked it. So I'm going to grab that to get me by to some of the other fancy stuff I've tried. But this last round, I didn't like as much. And I felt like it was weighing my hair down. I felt like it was too moisturizing. So I actually did not like this time, but I'm starting to think, you know what? I may not have gotten the Serene Queen kind last time. That might have been the difference. So I will not be repurchasing this again. I don't recommend it, especially if you have, I don't know, like if you need some body in your hair. Like I felt like it weighed down and was too meh. There was just no life in my hair after I used this. Okay, and then we have this Gloss Moderne, however you say that, Clean Luxury Body Cream. And I think we'd gotten it maybe in Ipsy, like Icon Box or one of those a while back. And I hadn't really used it much. And then recently I decided to use it. So I've been lathering up like after my shower, just kind of my nighttime like body care, especially as we're moving more into winter months, even though it's still hot here in Florida. But I start to do more body lotions this time of year. And I liked it. I love the smell of it. Okay, the smell is definitely, it screams clean luxury as it implies. Okay, smells luxurious. So I like the smell. It has kind of a perfumey smell though. So if you don't like a heavy perfume smell, you might not like that scent, but I did feel like it's very luxurious smelling. As far as the lotion itself, like, is there anything special about it that would make it luxurious and high end? I just would not say so. I mean, it moisturizes just fine. It was okay, but I wouldn't say it's just the best lotion ever, you know? Like, I don't think it's should be super high end expensive. I think it's just the smell that's expensive. All right, you guys know this one. This is my hair dye. I have to dye my hair every month because I'm going gray. Or I'm not going gray. I am full blown gray if I don't dye my hair. I'm 46 and I look like a skunk if I don't. Now, this last time I ended up having to go with a much darker color. This is the Midnight Black 1.1. I don't normally do this one. Normally I do either the cocoa or the cappuccino because it's more like dark brown. This one's like straight up black, which is okay. Like, it looks okay in my hair, but normally I go with more of like a dark brown color. They just were out at the store, and instead of waiting on trying to find it somewhere else or like at Amazon or something to get here, I just grabbed this one instead, and it was just fine, you know, but it is a lot darker than I'm used to. And I don't know if this video is going to come out before or after my contrast theory video, where we're going to talk a lot about hair color, what it means for your makeup and all that. So I've had to get used to a little bit different makeup approach with black hair as opposed to dark brown hair. But you'll have to watch that video to kind of understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, so this is my favorite brand. I'm actually probably going to be working with them to test out a new product coming soon. So I cannot wait to try out a new one. And it was so neat. They reached out to me to see if I wanted to try it out. Be doing some like UGC work for them, and I told them, wow, you guys are actually my #1 brand. I use your hair dye every single month, and these are my shades, and it worked out great. So anyway, this is definitely my favorite brand at the drugstore. My top pick above all the other brands there. So this is what I always use. Next, I have a candle. Now, I don't know if this is a brand or anything. It's just Old Smokey Tennessee Moonshine, and it's in a flavor apple pie. It is so yummy, amazing. Definitely, it's like kind of, I know it says apple pie, but I don't smell apple pie. I smell maybe vanilla, caramelly vanilla, like almost is more what I get from this. Definitely brings out the Smoky Mountain feel, but more in like a baked vanilla caramel way to me. There's no smoky though in it. So I know it says Smoky Moonshine, but it's not really a lot of smoky. Anyway, this was a present that my brother-in-law got us for Christmas last year, I think. And I finally used it all up. It's amazing. So I don't know where you purchase it or anything because it was a gift, but I don't know, you might be able to like Google it or look it up on Amazon. It might be somewhere out there, and it's really good. So I would definitely repurchase if I can find it. Okay, and then next we have Olex #5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner. I love Olex, and it is one that I tend to use, especially if I catch sales on it or it's gifted in a box somewhere. And this is like my main, probably one of my top shampoos and conditioners, you know, that I would pick any day if price was not an issue, right? So, and this is their regular, just straight #5 Bond conditioner. I have a whole video kind of talking about all the lines, what the numbers all mean and all that. This is just kind of their regular one, as opposed to like their clarifying shampoo, or as opposed to like the one for blondes, you know, that kind of thing. It's just kind of their regular conditioner that goes with their regular shampoo. So anyway, I've used it all up, would definitely repurchase again and have over and over again. Okay, I finally got through the Masky Midnight Hand Mask. I had talked about before that I had been using it, and I wasn't like that crazy about it. It's not that it's bad, I just didn't think it was like, I feel like this might be a little pricey for like what you get. I didn't feel like it was the most moisturizing and all that. I actually, you know, it's a hand mask, but I started using it more on my feet. So I've been putting it on like my heels, you know, my cracked heels of my feet and everything. And I actually like it better as a foot mask than as a hand mask. So I ended up emptying it finally. So I don't know. It's okay. Would I repurchase it again? I can't think of a lot of other ones out there that I love for my feet. So like maybe. Okay, and then I have Bubble Bath. This is Blueberry Lavender Lemonade. Honestly, I don't know the brand or where it exactly came from because my friend Mela gave it to me, sent it to me, and gifted it to me. And of course, I used it up really fast. Trying to remember. Yeah, the smell is definitely like really fresh, fruity. Like you do get lavender out of it, but a little more lemon too. It's like a combo of lavender and lemon. Made a nice little bubble bath, and so it was very nice. I wish I could tell you where to purchase it. I don't exactly know. Maybe if she watches, she can pipe in and tell us. Okay, I actually have a makeup brush I'm emptying. I know that sounds crazy. This is the e.l.f. one. It's the e.l.f. small angled brush. And the reason I'm emptying it or calling it empty is because do you see how like the bristles have kind of sunk into the barrel down in there? So it's like you gotta like pull the brushes out, and every time I use it, it just sinks again. So I think the brush is just done for, and I'm not able to use it very well because I can't get enough brush out. So I mean, these things are like $2 or $3 or something. They're really great little brushes, and for how many angled brushes I need and use, like I still recommend the little e.l.f. angled brushes because they're so affordable and they're precise and they work well, but I guess they must not last long. So anyway, I'm emptying this, tossing it basically. All right, and then we have another hand soap we went through. This is the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. So good. So good. This is definitely seasonal, you know, what I had in mind for the fall here. So yummy. I will continue using my seasonal fall things until after Thanksgiving, even though I'm starting to get into the holiday season and mood and festive feeling. I'm still using up some of these like pumpkin themed things and fall themed things. But yes, this is so delicious. It is amazing, and I would definitely repurchase. All right, then I used the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. I've got like a couple of these from a couple different boxes, I think. I can't even remember. Maybe it was Ipsy and Macy's, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's actually really good. It has these very gritty, I mean, you know, in general, you have gritty when you tend to have like a body scrub, but this is like a unique kind of grittiness. I don't know how to explain. Almost like it's just so finely milled gritty, like little dots, just straight little dots and not a lot else. And it almost does feel like you've got sand in the bottom of your tub when you get done. And a couple people described that to me before too, before I'd used it. And they were right. It's like you get done with your bath and it's like just little sand dots. But so when it scrubs on like the body and on the angles of my feet where I really scrubbed with them, it's fabulous. It feels great. I really like it. So yeah, I would repurchase it again. And thankfully I do have more. I went through it really fast though, because like I cover my whole body in these things. So these little deluxe sizes don't last long when I have body scrubs. All right, then I did the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. It does have that slight scent of blueberry, and a lot of their, you know, the Glow Recipe, that's kind of like what they're known for. They have these flavored smelling skincare, like for whatever flavor they have. And so this was definitely like a little blueberry wash on the face, and it was really nice. Just a very like clear gel cleanse. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would repurchase again. All right, I went through some nail polish. This is from Quo, which is just a Canadian brand, and obviously I'm not in Canada. I had won a giveaway from my friend Amanda on her channel like a long time ago, and there was a few things of nail pot like Quo. There's a lot of Quo stuff in there, and I was happy to get to try like a Canadian brand, you know, and I really loved their nail polish. These worked great. They actually were good nail polish in my opinion, but I loved this light pink What I used this for the most was for my French manicures. I do my own little French manicure. You can tell because they're messy. But here's the thing. I don't have time to go to a nail salon. I just don't have time. Because, you got to keep up with them like every couple weeks. And I got to sit there for like 2-3 hours. I don't have time to go every 2 weeks and sit there for 2 to 3 hours. I just don't. And then not to mention the money. It's, and on top of that, I don't do well with long nails. I cannot function with them. I love how they look. I can't stand how my nails look short, but I just can't function. And I'm a mom, I'm a makeup artist. I'm constantly opening boxes. I'm constantly typing, video editing. Like, I cannot figure out how to function with longer nails at all. So I do my own nails at home, and nothing looks good on my nails because they're so short and gross, except for French manicures. So I do a lot of French manicures because that's the only thing that still looks a little polished and put together, for blogging. Like, people are looking at your hands all the time. So it's kind of like a thing I can get self-conscious about, honestly. So anyway, I do my own, and what I do is I take a white nail polish and do my own little curve, and then I go back over it with a color like this, and it comes out light enough that it's not quite clear, but it's still light enough that you see the white through it, so it looks really professionally done nails. So that's what I love it for. So I've used it all up, and now I need something else for my French manicures. Okay, I also used up the Real Chemistry cleanser was what it was. It's kind of wet still. It's dripping. I think we got this in Ipsy. It was all right. It was, a nice cleanser too. It kind of foamed up a little bit, so it's more of a foaming cleanser, and it was pretty good. I'd probably repurchase. Okay, I just used up all of that MAC Serumizer. Oh my gosh, y'all. This stuff is amazing. So it's like a mix between a serum and a moisturizer, and it is incredible. I love it. It came in the Macy's beauty box in November, but it's tiny, so I didn't get much out of it. I probably only used it for less than a week. But it is so good. I would definitely repurchase. It just feels, it really is that true mix of a serum and a moisturizer. It's like, serum infused. So it has that feel of the serum, like silky, but then it's so moisturizing and like buttery, not buttery, but like, I don't know how to describe it. You gotta try it. You gotta try it. It's so good. So yes, I would definitely repurchase this. Love it. Then I also tried, so I'd gotten a while back. So basically I have 2 accounts with Sephora. And so the Beauty Insider gift was a little set that's like Moroccan oil, the Moroccan oil brand. So I had a shampoo and a conditioner and then a hand soap and a hair oil or something. So anyway, this was a little packet, the hand cream. So I used it up and it was pretty good. It's a little like thick. I don't know how to explain it. I probably repurchase again. I don't know what the price point is on these, but it was pretty good. And then similarly, I used up the shampoo. Now this is a hydrating shampoo from them. And normally I don't do as well with like super ultra hydrating or like really moisturizing. Some of those really weigh the hair down, but this did not. This was actually great. Of course, I followed this up behind that other shampoo I didn't like. So it was like, it might've just felt really good compared to that one after using it, but this is one that I might repurchase again. I think I really ended up liking it a lot. All right, and then you guys know I love my Elemis. So I ended up using this one up. Sorry, everything's kind of gross. I need to clean from being in this bucket. I'm gonna have to wipe this bucket down good. But this is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, and it is gone. Absolutely, their makeup balms are my favorite on the planet. They are so good. This one in particular has a really earthy smell that's not as pleasant to me. I don't love the smell of this one, but it's worth it because it's amazing and removes your makeup so well. It is my favorite, but I prefer their other one that I've done. There was one that was like a rose scented one, and then I think I have yet another one too. And I prefer those scents much more than this one. So this is a little too natural for me, but it still gets the job done. All right, and then the last thing is another Colourpop lip pencil. So these little Colourpop pencils, like, they're the perfect colors. Love them. This was the shade just regular BFF. There was a BFF 1 and 2. I think I've already emptied. This was the last one. It was the BFF. And they just don't last. Now, that was the shade. I can like draw it on my hand, but on my lips it hurts now because it's down to the very end. And I don't do the sharpened pencil thing when it's these plastic ones. I can't stand it. I don't like that. I know you could get a lot more out of it, but it's just too scratchy. I don't have the right sharpeners, I don't think. But it's always like, these were such great shades of like neutrals and stuff, but I don't get very much use out of them. I mean, I think I only spent like $2 for the whole set on their Colourpop deal. So they're usually just so affordably priced anyway. So then I really got a deal, but then I consider like you barely get anything out of it. So they're the perfect color. They're a great glide, a great formula, great price, but they don't last. You get nothing. You got to be prepared that they're going to last you maybe 2 weeks if you're lucky, maybe a week if you use them like every day like I do. So yeah, so they're great, but they just don't last you. None of the pencils I got from Colourpop last. All right, that is everything in our bucket. Let me count how many that was real quick. I'll be right back. All right, it was 23 items, so 23 empties for the month. That's about the usual. I think maybe there was a little more bulky things in there, and that might be why it was overflowing so much. I don't think it was that much more than I usually have. But anyway, so yeah, we had a little mix of everything, a lot of body care, hand soaps, little bit of makeup, even a brush, some nail polish, skincare. Yeah, so a little bit of everything going on, and hair. I guess I had a lot of hair this time, but so hopefully you enjoyed that, and let me know if you've tried any things and what are your favorite products you've been using this month and emptying. And make sure you stick around if you like empties, and I also bring you guys a monthly eyeshadow rankings video as well. And I'll try to do some more roundups of reviews too on things that have been hits and misses. We do a lot of just other general reviews, and of course all the beauty boxes here. So if all of that content is your vibe, you'll want to stick around, pop that subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.